Welcome back to the second half of the first episode of On the Table's Top. EQ, I'm sorry, not EQ. My bad. Arosido. I want to hear from you. You had some commentary about how the story was going. I feel like we should talk to you. You were hoping that the main character, Rydell, would be a nice guy, and it turns out he's kind of a jerk with jerk friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really. I hate him already.
I mean, you always should hate the people that have to do the hardest things.
That's not true at all.
I mean, all the main villains that are usually have some like important goal, and they're willing to do whatever's necessary to have it seen through.
Yeah,
You're really not helping your case here.
I know,
that's
right?
fine.
So
He's not a character that's meant to be loved.
I don't often get a chance to talk directly to the audience during a role-playing show. So, since this is a bit more loose, I want to ask, like, what... And based on your answer, it's not like I'm immediately going to shift focus of the show, but I'm curious as to where you think we're going and what you'd like to see out of it.
Me or Arrow?
No, EQ and Arrow together. Like, just where do you think we're headed? What more do you want to see out of this? You know, this is less of a professional role-playing show and more of a professional artisting show.
It's very true. Do you want me to be a more nicer character so that you can get to like Rydell?
Dude.
I love the braid, by the way. Savage.
Okay.
Right there. It looks very strict.
Yeah. Listen, I don't mind drawing bad characters. I actually like it. It was just a comment. No need to change anything, actually.
Well, no. It's not that they're bad or not. I mean, before the stream, we talked about you wanted to see cute little elf girls. And I'm curious, now that you've seen cute little elf girls, I might not have a chance to have 50 Centaur show up, but...
Thank God.
What do you want to see next out of this fantasy role-playing game? You're an artist. You're helping us make this.
Listen. Come at me, bro. Throw whatever you feel like it.
Really, anything at all.
It's gonna get super. All right, animals. Lots of animals now.
Spaceships show up. There's a sniper rifle.
I can sacrifice everything now.
Well, I would like to see some like shamanic stuff come up.
All right. Well, I mean, I feel like we just saw something pretty shamanic right there.
Yeah,
that's true. But I mean, like oversoul type of thing, like spirits.
All right. Well,
though you actually want to see the spirits. I see.
Yeah.
So I think what happens is going to tie directly into my next move. Thank you for helping me reveal my trap card. Gotta keep one around just in case you ever need them.
Come on, Rydell boy.
As the sun crests the eastern ridge, one single beam of light cuts through all of the trees, bounces off of all of the frost and the icicles, and seems to coalesce into a single brilliant light into the center of your circle. And in that moment, as if they're not but skeletons, we see Viren and Rydell. Not Nye, not the little girl, no one that's in the area. It's just the two of them, painted in like shamanic war paint. Still dressed in their clothes, but like a negative version of them, as they enter the world of spirits at the behest of sacrifice. And the talking, the snow, sound of the wind, it all falls away into nothingness until a man with goat horns walks around the corner. He's dressed in loose black robe, kind of what we would associate with the Holocaust robe from Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
Looks a bit like the human depiction of death. Almost Palpatine-ish, wrinkles everywhere, deeply set eyes, gray ashen skin. Says, so, you've come to the spirit realm, have you? Brave, but foolish. Foolish. Even for elves. What is it you want?
We would like the spirit of spring to return to this land.
Spirit of Spring is not here. Not here at all. I am the spirit of the end of the road.
I look to Viren, and I was like look at him confused, and I was like, I thought you said there was one here.
Yeah, Viren is just like, there is one here. We're talking to it.
This is not a spirit of spring.
Go find the spirit of Spring. You listen. You're not even paying me to do this. And the spirit like strikes the ground with his foot, and that's when you notice that his leg is reverse jointed. And a hoof points out from under it. Says, "Now, listen here, boys. We'll not have any fighting here. We're a simple people. This is a place of death. You're unwelcome here. This road, where things come to die. Empires, civilization, people, a nice retirement, where I can feast off of their... You're unwelcome here. Leave my domain."
Then we will head towards spring.
Where is that? Awfully cold to me.
To the north.
To the north, then it is. He just like gestures around him, and he does this stuttering dance, almost satyrish, dancing in a circle. It looks strange with his billowing robe. And then he stops and grabs his horns. "Oh, one day I'll catch up with you." And he moves forward to where the head of the ink just like scoops down and picks it up. Says, "This will be a delicious dinner. It will. It will indeed. I thank ye for your sacrifice. You may use the paths I have opened for you to this place. But know, if you have not returned before the sun has slipped from the sky, I will close the path. Be trapped here."
I just look to Viren and I'm like, well, it seems we should be off then. And I like do a sort of like an elvish bow of like, it's like greeting and thanks, and then I continue upon my way to the north.
Okay.
It's like I have the like the staff as I like start to walk. Like it crunches and crunches and crunches off. We go into the distance.
So, as you head north, the trees here are not true. They're the spirits of trees. Spirits of dying trees. They're twisted and dark. Gnarled. Blight grows on them. No ice hangs. It is instead a dark forest. Cold not in the temperature, but in its disregard for your presence. Knows nothing of feel that
Oh,
in the between spaces of the forest, in its silence, your song was filled away, because I think you
yeah,
have
I
that
was totally
orienteering song
yeah, I
that
was
you have
totally
to
thinking like,
sing.
the paths. Yeah, and at the same time, it also sort of follows my instincts of the fact that it's sort of sorrowful. Like there's so much like grief and death and sorrow here that my light, as like it becomes like a hum cascading off his lips as he like closes his eyes and takes a deep breath, and then the song of ways starts to come out of him, sort of like a cascade of light in the darkness, as it becomes like a swirl of energy to sort of point the way towards the spirit of spring.
All right. It's obstacle 3. Do you have anything you'd like to fork?
I would like to fork Lament of Sorrows.
I'll allow it, but only because you're in a place that you've specifically described your singing death.
Song of Songs.
No.
No. Singing.
You had Rhyme of Rule or
No.
Weather Song.
I have
Singing you can certainly fork, yeah.
Alright, and then would Roadwise applies here?
You should rewrite that as Pathwise.
Pathwise, yeah.
You're
Pathwise,
literally
so.
singing the song of Path and Ways, so I think Pathwise is definitely gonna.
Alright, cool. And Spiritwise.
Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
I'll allow
it. So this is the Song of Paths and Ways.
How many dice are you throwing at this?
I'm gonna throw Sing. What's the obstacle?
3.
3? Alright, so I'm gonna do Sing, Spiritwise, Pathwise,
Right.
Lament. So that's 4.
Alright, so that's 8 dice versus 3. You got a pretty good chance of doing this.
Yeah.
You don't have any fade anymore.
Yep. It's an obstacle 4, you said?
3.
3? Sorry.
Finding your way in an unfamiliar place. Yeah,
Yep.
4 successes.
That's a routine check.
You make your way through the dead spirit forest and successfully find yourself at a frozen lake. Byron is looking at you strangely. There's no such lake. Material realm. Like looking around and says, get a feeling here. Almost shouldn't be here. Not a place for us. Feel it around you, can't you? Looks afraid.
Yeah, and I just like nod and just like, of course, we're not supposed to be here. But we have to be here.
I just to say, I love how shadowed this goat man. So Palpatine right now.
Totally, yeah.
I mean, this is from Aricider once drew Palpatoons, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised with this. Good.
I like take the staff and crack it upon the lake. I'm assuming that's where he sleeps and slumbers underneath this lake that wasn't here before. Okay. As I'm using like the song and like focusing it upon the staff to like clear the way.
All right. You shatter the lake. The whole lake explodes, and the ice chunks begin floating up into the air, as if pulled by gravity to some unknown. And that's when you hear a giggling laugh coming from atop a tree nearby. And when you look, there's a woman made entirely out of clear, almost transparent ice, but slightly blue tint. She's walking down the side of the tree as one would walk upon the ground.
Is it safe to assume that she's a spirit of ice and winter?
It is absolutely safe to assume she's a spirit of something.
Yeah.
We'll get there. What exactly she's the spirit of. And, she walks down the side of... She has antlers. From it hang little mistletoes off of the... Got a real scarf. Not like an icy... All the rest of her clothing is icy, but she's got a real scarf around her neck. And, mittens, ice mittens about her. They kind of mute her clapping, but you can still hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And just like Santa Claus coat, what one would attribute to, big puffy buttons, but again, all still made entirely out of ice. And as she comes down, she smiles, and she looks, the closer you get, she's looking more and more and more like a weird combination of Nye and the little girl at the same time. It's hard to tell if it's because her face is shifting between the two or if it's simply you're imagining things. Mm-hmm. There's a hardness in her eyes that you attribute to Nye, but the innocence of the girl attribute to the face. And she giggles and says, What are you doing?
I like turn and my head sort of like tilts as I look at her. And then I trying to bring back spring, of course.
She looks at you and says, That's dumb. I don't like spring."
Hmm. Are you the one that holds it here?
"I don't hold anything here. I am here. You're here. I'm here. This is me."
I like clear my throat, and then I should probably properly introduce myself.
There's no need. I know who you are. I've seen you in the blood that you've given me, the minds of those that you interacted with, people here. I know you've come a long way to meet, a very long way.
I have.
You've come to the end. But you're wrong. There's nothing after this. Soon everything will be perfect. And she like laughs and throws snow from out of nowhere into the air. Unmoving. Frozen in perfection, always and forever. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing!
But there could be everything instead of
Everything.
nothing.
What's so nice about everything? Don't you want to lay your burden down for a time? I've
No.
seen you hobbling across the lands. Feel it, don't you? A cold, not a physical cold, but one in your soul. Sacrifice taking things from you all the time. Sacrifice here, a sacrifice there, until there's so little left. How long before you simply sit down and cry and cry and cry, and one day don't get back up? I
will
understand that.
cry. I will cry when there is no more need of me.
But there isn't. There isn't a need of you. Days.
There is.
Days. Days is all it takes. Wait, days. What are days to a creature that has lived for so long? Days. Then there will be nothing. Nothing to cry about. Nothing to sing about.
There will be
nothing
nothing
to lament.
left. An existence of nothing.
There'll be me. I'll be everything. I'll be the only thing. Isn't that wonderful? Is that exactly what everyone wants?
No.
To not feel pain anymore?
Pain is needed. Pain lets you grow.
Alright.
Pain brings change along the way. And eventually, all things require change. We cannot stay as one thing. We must go down the many paths. Even you as a spirit know all things change. And I like crack the staff down again as his song comes out. And it's another like song of soothing as he like is singing to the spirit, asking for change, as the light and tendrils start to go out of his voice, each time like cracking down the staff. A new source of like energy is shattering the ice and turning it into like what's it, like dust.
Alright. You.
Yeah.
I need you to persuasion check.
Yeah.
It's obstacle 5.
Oof. All right, I'm gonna fork a lot of things.
That's good because you don't have any fate left. You spend it
I
on
know,
such
I don't.
petty things.
I spent important things. So I'm gonna fork in. So I have persuasion. I don't think Lament of the Stars is going to account here, but I am doing song, pathwise.
Pathwise isn't good.
No. All right. So I do Song of Soothing.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Spirit wise.
Yes, definitely.
Staff.
No.
No? Shit.
Slamming your staff doesn't make you better at
I
talking.
was hoping to do the magic and the,
Yeah,
I
that's
was
great.
trying
Well,
to just try to do the bird and wheels thing where we like try to add all of our
I
background
know.
things
As a
into
player, you're allowed to do those things, and as
Yeah.
the GM, it's my prerogative to tell you
to
no.
say tell me to fuck off. Wow, I have to pass every single dice here.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Uh,
Can I get a helping die from? Oh no, he's freaked out. Never mind.
Yep.
He won't.
I mean, I'll tell you what, if you want to turn to him and plead with him to help you, you're gonna have to make a really convincing argument. I'll tell you what's happening with him. He is a coward. Like, in this place, in this moment, there's nothing here he can pull his sword out and be faster than and stab. You can see in the spiritualness of this place, in this place where it's only truth, you can see that this is a man who's cut his teeth on killing human half-elves, people that are slower and not as strong as him, that he sings songs to them to lull them into grief, into falling on the ground and screaming for mercy, to weeping openly. And in that moment, he strikes because he's a coward and he likes to be alive. And with this happening, he is on the verge of running. So unless you have some action that will absolutely and utterly convince him to stand with you and to argue with the spirit, I'm gonna go.
Oh man. Song doesn't work on him, but
That's true. Song doesn't work on him because he's an elf.
Oh man.
Maybe not for long. He'll be a dark elf soon, but
yeah, I think what Rydell tries to do is like is trying to persuade him, but in the fact to like see his own cowardice and see that change is needed in his life, and if he can stand up in this moment here and now, he can start to bring change before he is his own greatest downfall.
All right, make a persuasion check for him. We'll allow this one to go first.
All right.
The odd 3.
All right.
And the really good thing, can you actually get a level up off of this?
Oh.
Nope, you need to do routine. So sad. So sad.
I don't know if can I fork in Songs of Path and Ways? No? Shit. I literally took persuasion as a side thing, but apparently I needed it the most.
I mean, you were like, I'm gonna go convince these spirits, and I told you. I literally said you should probably get persuasion. No, I didn't say survival.
You said investigation and
investigating in the
survival.
Town. And so instead of getting investigation, you circled somebody up to do it.
Yeah.
Now, if only you had circled up somebody to talk on your behalf.
I guess. Jesus. I can't pass this then. I don't have anything to fork.
Too late. You have to roll. And you'll fail, and he'll break and run. And then you'll be left alone against this creature. Spirit of Winter.
Cool.
I love how Arrow's got that scarf on there. But also, I think she had like some
why
booty
don't I
going
have
on.
Fate? Oh man, I passed both my dice too.
All right, make your roll. You fail horribly. Yeah.
Yep, I did. Yeah.
He breaks and runs. He runs screaming away in terror. He is afraid of the end. He wants to live so badly, but he doesn't want to die to save everyone.
Shit.
He runs away, and all he does is scream, "I believe in you!" as he runs. You can do this! All right, it's up to you to make this next persuasion against the 5 ob, against the spirit.
Is there...
They're saying, really? You missed an eye, but that's okay.
I need
English second language is fine. You're doing real good so far. There you go. Boom, Super Saiyan.
It's ob 5?
Yeah, ob 5. Ob 5.
Right.
What do you want to do here?
I mean, I gotta roll it, right?
Yep.
There's nothing else I can do.
Yep.
There's nothing I can fork or. All right, it's 6 versus 5.
Yep. Success is for real.
Come on, dice. Just give me a swan moment.
Not gonna get it. Wow, 1. You got 1 success. The dice shut you down. You attempt to convince this creature, and she just says, "No, no, I'm not going to change. Change is for another time, another place. Change is spring, winter, nothing." And she moves towards you now that she's on the ground and walks. There's no sound, no crunch of snow. There's just nothing. And she walks towards you and says, "You didn't think it would be so simple, do you? Walk here. Maybe I'll stop." Is that what's driven you? Step after step, hundreds of miles across an empire, across human and elven lands, against so many who could have used your help. You wouldn't have been able to stop what I'm doing. You could have given them better lives for it. And instead, here you are, killing old men in the street, cutting off an innkeeper's head. I liked him. He understood.
I like it's again like the tilt of the head. Change is always needed. We cannot keep things as they are. And a price always must be paid. Even if it is a price I must pay myself. What would you ask of me? What price must be paid so that I can bring spring back?
I wanna give you an opportunity, spirit-wise, to know what it would take in order to get this, like what you want.
All right.
In your time of most desperate need. Because she doesn't want this to happen, right? She has no reason to answer you. And based on your persuasion, she absolutely won't. Failed, that's locked in. You are looking for uncommon knowledge. You're looking for common knowledge. You want to know what you can give a spirit of unchanging it. Convince it. You want to make the stick become fire.
Yep. Well, because she said, so just to reiterate, she's saying that there is no spring here. So there's no spirit of spring that I can beseech.
Okay, so I don't know that the audience heard that. I don't know that got picked up, but I was humming the whole time. What she's saying and what is literally true might be two different things.
Gotcha.
What you stated for this overall intent isn't to call upon spring. I know that was your original intention for this whole quest, but right now, what you have said that you want is something to get her to change this.
Yeah.
And that's
because that's how I interpret it, is the fact that she is spring, but it is now winter.
She's not spring. She's winter. She's absolute. Looking for spring might be your fallback for sure.
I mean, that's originally what I thought we were doing. That's
I know
why
you thought that was what was happening, but I'm here to challenge you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Spirit 4?
Spirit 4? I can't pass this.
No forks? Nothing?
I mean, all my things are songs. I don't think I can fork persuasion.
I will let you add your reputation of it.
That'll put it at 4.
This is a thing that you are known for doing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think martyr would be allowed either, since it's a trait.
Traits don't.
Yep.
They don't do what you think they do.
I mean,
You're known for being a martyr.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love this dank snowflake you got right there. That's real good, man.
Nope.
Yeah, well, that's pathwise, but
Oh, yeah,
doesn't matter. I mean, you're not going to re-roll. It's the same number of
yeah, yeah.
4 dice. Yeah, yeah. You look for in your heart in an instant some knowledge that you could throw at this wintry creature, the spirit of winter, to convince her to change. And you know, there's nothing. She's eternal. She's locked in place and right where she.
Then I just leave. I leave to go find Spring.
As you turn to leave, she just has a May-style ice wall right in front of you. They're not going anywhere. You'll stay right here with me until the end.
I
There's
don't
nothing
think
out there
so.
for you anyway.
There is something. There's always something.
Very soon, there won't be anything ever.
Not if I can change it.
Can you? Can you change anything? Your
I've
fate has
changed
been
many
like an
things.
arrow heading directly to here. You haven't changed it. You haven't diverted in any way. All you have is pain to show for your efforts, and nothing beautiful, nothing is what you've gotten out of it.
I've had many beautiful things along the way.
Have you, though?
Yes, I have. Your perspective of it may not be, but for mine it is.
But my perspective is truth. I
Your
can see
perspective
the
is your
truth.
own truth.
My perspective is absolute. This is the spirit world, boy. When you were young and your race was first being born, I'd already been around for eternity. Forever. Concept. I'm winter. Everything dies in winter.
That's right.
In
You
you.
are winter, and you're only winter, and you can only understand winter.
You realize in this moment she's not going to let you. She'll use her power to fight you. Going.
I don't have spirit binder powers, so I don't like. I can't really fight her back unless
I mean, you can
there's-
physically fight her with your staff.
uh,
Or try to outrun her in some way. Or overpower her.
um. I guess I have no idea. Stop it. Knock it off, darling. Sorry, my dog's whining.
My cat's whining.
Really?
I banished it to the Shadow Realm, though. Oh, man, look at all little wintry sprinkly springs. Oh, it's so good, Arrow. It's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Really good.
I'm just gonna get my ass handed to me if I fight with my staff.
You gotta do that Count Swan thing. You gotta get somebody to fight on your behalf. Champion.
I mean, is there something I can call in the is there something I can circles up in the spirit realm that could come to aid me?
I think that's reasonable. I think probably any kind of spirit thing you've encountered in your past, some sort of natural spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like maybe a spirit of the path, maybe even the spirit of all paths. That would probably be pretty hard though. But you might also call up the spirit of a specific tree or a spirit of a wood. To
Yeah.
help you.
Maybe it's like some of the spirits of the trees that we had seen before.
I mean, technically, if you want to be really technical here, you could try to circles up the spirit.
That wouldn't that be like super difficult?
It would be super difficult.
And I only have circles too, and we've seen how dice roll for me, and not to be all mechanical
the spirit
and
of
stuff.
spring might end up hating you.
Yeah, that too.
Or they might just not. They might just not show.
Yeah.
None of that. I mean, it's possible though. Possible.
What would the obstacle be to summon up spring?
I'm not going to give you an obstacle for something you don't have any intention of undergoing. If you want to tell me that you're doing that, we will. If not, you tell me what you're looking for, and I'll tell you how hard it is.
I'm looking for like a spirit of wind or something to carry me away from here.
Ooh, I like that one. All right. Let's pull up
Come here. Come here. Oh, easy.
Pull up relationship. What do you got, Arisato? I hear you saying something.
No, AQ is going full Sakura card captors.
Oh my goodness. I like Cardcaptor Sakura so much where the kid's like, time's flying or fleeing. I don't know. When the time card starts running away. They're remaking that series, man.
I know.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know if it's going to be as good as I remember, but only because I was like in high school and now I'm like 30. And I'm going to be like, it's about a little girl in a dress and a Chinese kid who likes cards.
I mean, I'm scared because they did the same thing with Sailor Moon, and it was kind of.
I mean, Sailor Moon was bad to start
Yeah.
with. Let's be clear here.
Oh, you pissed off a lot of people right now.
All right. You are looking for something rare within your setting. The spirit of wind.
It's rare here?
I mean within the setting.
I mean, that's why I was like winter, wind. Kind of.
You wanna? I'll give it 2. I'll give it +2. So it's odd 3 so far.
Oof.
What station does it have in comparison to you? Same station? Is it just some pathetic wandering spirit?
I mean, I would assume it's some lesser wandering spirit.
Is it lower ranking than you? Is it literally one of the most pathetic spirits that has ever lived?
I mean, didn't realize I was that low on the totem pole, but
You're a penniless wanderer.
I mean, but I have other great qualities of life.
So what's clear? I want to be clear here. Your social station is very, very low. If you are looking for a spirit of equivalent social station, they're going to be pretty low in the spirit totem.
Okay.
If you're looking for a very powerful spirit to help you out, it's going to be much.
Yeah, I mean, I only have circles too, so.
Then this is already impossible for you.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
I mean, in that case, I would say maybe shoot for the moon and just try to find the most powerful spirit possible.
And just hope the powerful spirit comes and fights the other spirit that hates me as well.
There's a concept from Darths and Droids called Always a Bigger Fish.
Yeah. I like summon the spirit of summer.
Well, you've already said you summoned a spirit of wind.
Okay,
so I mean, your options here are lower ranking, higher ranking, highest possible ranking, or same ranking power.
Higher ranking.
Higher ranking. All right, so a very powerful wind
Let's just
spirit.
dig this hole.
Probably like the northern wind. Then.
Yeah.
You call upon the freezing winds to help you. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Disposition or knowledge that wouldn't be common. So, for instance, like a spirit specifically skilled in creating ice swords, or one that likes elves a lot. Not specifically you, but one that's like elf friend.
I'll take elf friend.
Okay, all right. That's gonna raise the ob a lot more.
I mean, I can't pass it anyways, so
the ob is currently 1 + 2 + 2 + 3. And you want them right here and now in the middle of trouble. So that's 1, 3 + 9 is.
I feel like this is just
12.
gonna get me killed.
Obstacle 12
against.
Shoot for the start, man.
I mean, unless I can keep constantly rolling 6s for circles.
No.
Which, yeah, exactly. Nope. I can't, so I can't pass it.
I will certainly enmity clause this for you, though. Like, if you fail this, something will show up.
I mean, I'm gonna fail this regardless. Yeah. All right.
You can call in your reputation as the martyr who will save the world.
I guess. Yeah, my one die. Spirit wise.
I'm curious how you circles this person up. Is it you call out for aid?
Yeah, I think it's like him just like screaming out for aid.
I love how happy the spirit of.
Yeah, as he's like realizing that he's stuck. It's sort of like him like yelling. It's him being like probably worried for the first time that he might not be able to accomplish his task. And so he's like recklessly like calling out for aid.
All right. Arrow, I just have a little suggestion I want to throw on here. I haven't done anything yet.
Go ahead.
Can you give her little canid fangs?
I actually did, but so small
So
over here.
small.
But
Can you make them a
yeah,
little bigger?
sure thing, buddy.
Oh my goodness. So kawaii. Literally in love right now. It's just like Yep,
All right, well,
so winter.
I mean that's
You slam your staff down. You scream out for a spirit of the northern winds to aid you. You roll some dice. And you definitely fail.
yep.
Question is how bad.
Okay. Probably so I can only use my reputation for circles.
Look how good that little swoopy line. I didn't even think about that swoopy line, but it looks so good now. It looks so good, Arrow.
I kind of want to put her in like a globe, one of those like snow globes.
Yeah, someone said that in chat earlier too. Make the roll.
All right.
You gotta stop gold bricking, Rydell.
Sorry.
Some time. Oh my God!
All
0
ones.
successes.
All ones.
So
Well?
as she's throwing the snow around, the snow moves on its own, and she's not frightened, nor is she surprised. She's just alert. And the snow forms into the human
That's
depiction
actually
of a snowman. It's, big round body on top of another one, on top of another one.
Another one.
Corn cob pipe. Kind of the top hat, but the top part is peeling off like a soup can, worn from age.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke comes from the pipe. The charcoal seems to smolder. And the spirit says, "Oh, you summoned me, the spirit of the northern winds. You're not from these lands, Rydell. Mistake. A mistake. You're not a binder either. I'm not in your power. But I am thankful you brought me out of hers. Still, I do need something. I'm afraid it's gonna have to be your life."
Oh, gee.
And the snowman just jollily begins. So it's like its top two things are like stuck together, moving back and forth as the bottom rolls forward like a Segway towards you, and its little stick hands are just like, "I'm gonna have to beat it out of you savagely."
I just run for it.
You're running.
I just
All right.
run for it.
I mean, so both of them are chasing you. So
I mean,
think
I
it's
hope-
time to make a speed test.
Hope they just they just slow each other down.
Well, I mean, if they fail, that'll be exactly what happens. So if you succeed, you will escape them for now. Is there anything else you went out of your intent?
I mean, I would like to escape them and find someplace safe.
I feel like find someplace safe would be in its own test.
Okay.
Escaping them is definitely a thing that
Well,
will
then
happen.
I would like to escape them because then once I escape them, I'm going to try to find spring again.
If they, and I'm using a nebulous they, if they succeed,
I mean, I'm dead.
they will be upon you, and it's going to be a three-way fight. Okay. So
I'm literally trying to outrun the wind.
Yep. Yeah. Fortunately, the wind isn't like super fast. We're just rolling 3d6 here versus you. Okay, so you are making a speed test versus obstacle 1.
All right, and I can't fork anything, right?
Nope, it's a stat test.
All right.
3 successes. In this place, in this time,
What
you,
better place than here?
Rydell, outrun the wind. The spirit of winter and the spirit of the northern winds do battle with each other in the sky above this gnarled dead forest. And they both try to move towards you, but as each one lunges away, the other takes advantage of their, now opened flank.
Mm-hmm.
And the wind and like throws its pipe at the spirit, and she bashes it away, and the pipe boomerangs back into the snowman's hand, and as he suddenly rolls across the sky towards you, screaming in Elven about how he's going to put your ears in his pipe and smoke that. Uh, she, like Shiva from Final Fantasy, just points a few fingers at the wind and icicles form and fire towards him, diamond dust style. And as they're about to hit him in the back, he has to like roll sideways, giving you a chance to escape in this forest. Your breath is coming out fast, and even though you are a creature that cannot feel cold, and even though this place has no temperature, they still come out with a mist with every step, with every breath. Is getting colder and frostier. Even here, you can feel the touch of death as the end of the world is coming in the background.
Holy shit.
As winter is winning. True winter eating the wind.
Yeah, and he's
Would
just
you like to hide? Would you like to hide at the end of the world?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's like, he runs and runs and runs, and then finally, once he's free, he's just like panicking, and he's just like, I don't know what to do. I need to find spring. I need to find anything. I need to find something that can fight this. And he like starts like, he just sits down for a moment and is almost like curling into himself. And he just takes a moment to like breathe. It's like,
I love his panic eyes right here.
yeah.
Just wait, man. I'm gonna be more panicky.
Yeah, and he just like breathes for a moment. He's just like, I can do this. I can still find spring. I can still stop the end. And he's sort of like saying it more to himself than anything, like trying to convince himself. He's just like, I have to find spring. I have to find change. And he starts singing again as he goes to try to do his song of paths and ways to open up the path to spring.
All right. Here's my failure condition. As this battle has gone on, as time has passed, as you run, as the paths are open, you can see whatever passes for a sun in this across the sky and is almost about to set. And if you fail, you will have spent so much time that you neither find the spirit or are you able to return back and trapped here forever. For whatever, how long that is.
Not very long.
Right? So you would specifically like to orient a path to the spirit of spring.
Yes.
Okay? Intent is very important.
Rydell's already defined himself as a martyr. If he can't get back, that's fine with him. The point is, he can bring a future for the people he loves. And maybe Nye will be able to see that.
Oh boy. Maybe Nye will be. All right. So it's based on the orient. Sorry, I'm doing. Hero, what do we got going on here? Man, he looks even more like now that you've cored out the eyes, so it's just a little bead. Man, that's savage right there. All right. It is an unfamiliar land. It's not at night yet, so it's Ob 3.
All right. So I'm gonna do pathwise, sing, spiritwise.
Yep.
All right. Those are my 3 for Song of Paths. It's Ob 3, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Luck. Wow.
Destroyed it.
Finally.
Every single die came up as a success. 7 versus 3.
That's 3
I
sixes.
thought for sure this would be the end of you and that you would wait. Like this would be the end of the game right here. Yes. So what happens is you run and you keep running for a very long time. It's not clear to you how long. You don't have a heartbeat. You even stop breathing after a while because it's the spirit realm. What you have for breathing? Ridiculous. That I mean, to Morpheus, you is that even air you're breathing?
I know
keep,
kung fu. Whoa.
well, first of all, you don't know kung. Your character sheet says that you're terrible at fighting and will die from a paper cut.
Yep.
Come across a grassy field, and in the center of it, a lion cub, just rolling around with a lamb. It's savagely ripping the lamb apart, eating it, just like like a cat with a little play toy mouse, except the mouse is the living lamb. And it notices you, and it proudly like pads forward and sniffs at you, and then roars. But it's a little lion, so it's just like rawr.
I scratch underneath its chin because it's adorable.
It immediately bites you.
I figured it.
And he's dead.
You want to try to dodge this. This is a spirit biting you. It's gonna be real bad. You could actually die from this.
Really? Come on.
Then yeah, I guess I mean, the whole point was to do the whole it bites you and then you like smile as it bites you and.
Yes, but as the bite is coming down, you're remembering that spirits have gray shade damage. And so their damage ability is way higher. You're not wearing any armor. Like, you will absolutely die to this. Probably.
All right. Then I would like to not die.
Okay. I feel like it's an agility test. We'll roll off against each other.
All right.
Spring is pretty weak right now, so.
Not with the way you roll, AP.
Zero successes. All you need to do is get one success. One success. Okay. Yeah. You snatch your hand back at the last second dramatically as the spirit just growls at you. Ah!
Spirit.
Yes?
Oh my. It's just like he like takes over, just like, oh, okay. I need you to bring spring back.
Well, I am spring. I'm right here.
Yes, but winter is taking over everything.
Oh, winter. She's real great. She told me to stay here.
You can't stay here.
Why not? He looks at his meadow, and as you're watching, the sun is gone. The trees are disappearing in the background, and just a wave of black nothingness is starting to encompass. In just a few minutes, there will only be this meadow.
Oh,
yeah, and that's why I tell him look around you. It's all disappearing. By her keeping you here, there will be nothing in the end. There will be no more paths. There will be nothing.
Oh.
There will just be not even your meadow.
Well, that's unfortunate. But that happens.
You have to bring change.
What am I going to do? I'm just a spirit. I don't have that kind of power.
But you are a spirit. You can gain that sort of power.
Well, I mean, if it was spring, sure.
But you can make it spring.
So, another lamb just starts hopping across the way, and while you're talking, it's just woo, zooming through the air. All four of its paws leaning out in front of it like a cat on attack. And it lands on its back, and the lamb just immediately rolls over. He hasn't even scratched it yet or anything. The lamb is just giving up. And he begins just biting into it. And he's having a lot of trouble getting through the fur.
Yeah. Rydell just walks up and falls to his knees. And he just starts crying as he's just please, spirit. I need you. I need you to bring back spring.
Oh, well,
I need you to bring change.
I mean, I was here before, and I said that to the last spring.
I don't understand.
Oh, well, I mean, to change the seasons, there has to be sacrifice, right, Dal? I thought you knew.
What sacrifice do you need?
Oh, it's not the one I need. I'll be going to, well, someplace after this. And he looks at your staff and it just says, if you think you can do it.
I can do it. What do you need? What is needed?
The lion sits, lion cub sits and appraises you frankly, like with almost human expressions, and then takes its paw and bashes the lamb on the back of its head, and the lamb dies. Says that. You'll have to do that. And the lion looks you in the eyes.
Is he saying I have to kill him?
I don't know, is he?
I don't know. Can I spirit wise to understand what the hell he's talking about?
Okay. Well, I mean, what do you want
to? I have no clue what he's saying I have to kill something.
Yeah, he's saying you need a sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, are you using your spirit wise to declare that, you know what? I will just let this pass. I'm not going to contest it. Yeah. He's saying you definitely are going to have to kill him and take his place. You'll have to be the... And next time the seasons change, someone's going to have to come here and...
Wow, that's cool. That's some crazy shit. Yeah, he just grips the staff, and I guess he just like his face, like the worry and everything, like washes off as he finally has direction, and he just says, "Thank you, spirit," and just brings the staff down.
Okay.
As it's like the overhand, like beating into.
We've got some accounting to do here, for your grief. You have a lot of it. You're a very sad person. So at the end of a session in which an elf has suffered from any number of catastrophes, they will need to make a series of grief checks.
Yep.
And we know that you can try to use your lament to offset this if you want to. It sounds like you probably want to, since you put a lot of points in your lament.
Yep.
Right, chat. The game is basically over at this point, kind of. There'll be a lot of talking afterwards. But yeah, we need to resolve your griefiness.
All right. Let's resolve the griefiness.
We might as well just get the big one out of the way. The Ob 10.
The Ob 10.
Okay, so when we were coming up with the design for this, when I knew that there would be an Ob 10 grief, because Ob 10 grief is seeing the end of the world, and he did see it, so you need to make an Ob 10 grief test just to start.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna lament, and can I fork anything against grief tests?
Oh yeah. I think probably sing would probably be about it.
Sing. Yeah, that's all I have.
All right. I mean, you're gonna get some challenging lament tests over the next couple checks. You're also they'll go to lament, but they'll also go to.
Yep.
3 super fail. 10. Okay. Yeah. You literally cannot have made that. So you get a challenging grief and a challenging lament. Let's move back down to the bottom.
Challenging
Did you
grief.
ever go against any of your instincts?
And a challenging. Hold on. Song of Lament. Oh, nope. It's changed already.
Nope, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Did you ever lie to anybody?
No.
You were maliciously attacked. So, you make an Ob 3 grief test.
Alright. Song of Lament.
Oh, you'll have to make another one for betraying a belief.
I betrayed a belief?
Yes. Specifically when you had to make several choices between different beliefs.
Okay.
Yep.
So I need... Okay, so this is an Ob what?
3.
Ob 3?
Make 1 to start with. Okay. So you might be wondering, why are we keeping track of these grief, Arthur? What the F? Well, I'll tell you. Oh, your hand hurts, Arrow? Man, you knocked them out here over the last 3 hours, man. Great work. So elves, as their grief grows, it can either transform it into spite and become dark elves, or when their grief hits 10, they wither away into nothingness until they die. Oh wow, you failed that real bad. Okay,
Yep.
well, mark down a difficult grief.
Did.
And okay, all right. Now you make another difficult test, and if you fail this, you get a routine towards.
Okay.
Start stacking up.
What is the difficulty?
3.
3.
So you won't get a new lament test. So you know you fail. You get another difficult lament. And you get a routine grief. Because grief just starts adding up. It's like the orc version and grief.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. They just start adding together. All right. Did you kill anybody? You did. You did.
Did.
Make an Ob 4 grief test.
Oh, Jesus.
Killed several people, actually.
I mean, I killed one person. I killed.
You also killed the spirit.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yep. But killing is just one test altogether.
Close.
Ob 4 grief. Nope. Okay. Fighting in a bloody battle, being captured.
So my grief becomes a 3 now.
Yep. Yes, it does. You clear it by clicking the invisible X. Yep, you found it. Being a battle, being personally betrayed by a friend. Would you consider?
No, we already said we hated each other.
Right, but that doesn't necessarily mean. Okay. Ob 7 grief for being forced to flee your homeland by scouring tides of darkness.
Did
I mean, you came here. All right, we'll let that one pass. Having to kill innocents in order to accomplish what is right is Ob 8 grief.
Oh wow.
Wow.
All right. Wait, so kill things and then I gotta roll again because I killed things.
But this is to kill an innocent. Accomplish what's
okay. Or Ob 8, so I fail anyways.
But you got all 3. Oh no, but you got a bunch of successes. Well, it's a challenging grief test and a challenging lament.
Yeah. 3 of 8.
You need to lament better, my friend.
I mean, I don't have anything to fork towards it.
Your dog gonna die, man?
Yes, no, she wants up on the bed. She'll literally keep whining until she gets up on the bed.
She's howling right now.
All right, my friend. Let's
That's
talk about
difficult or a challenging.
That is definitely challenging.
Okay.
Let's talk about your beliefs. How much or how little you fulfilled them. Only I can save the world. No one else is willing to devote themselves to the cause. I must learn more about the spirit of spring. Find a way. Find something to beseech him to rid of. I don't know that you learned anything about the spirit of the spring. You did beseech him to get rid of winter. I'll give you a persona point for that. That's a full successful completion of your.
Cool.
And so that's a very serious reward. You're also going to just go ahead, mark yourself down for a deeds point, saving the world. If this character was to continue, they would of course just Spirit of Spring.
Yeah,
but I feel like a deeds point's pretty important.
Yeah. So is persona and
I feel like
deed?
all of your failed lamentings mean it's gonna be like a really icy cold spring filled with downpours and flash floods and it's gonna be a terrifying spring of sorrow. Yep, that's the anime ending montage that we see of the world.
Just endless rain.
As Nye and Viren like fight in a battle on top of the broken inn roof, just running along rafters at each other. It's just endless rain falling down upon them, and in the rain, we can't see the tears on Nye's face as she laments your loss because she's so spiteful. Nye is lost to her spite. I must convince her to join me in my cause and move her past. Only our love. I mean, you get a fate point for trying. You definitely failed very hard, repeatedly and constantly.
I mean, yeah.
Life is harsh. Only those who are willing to sacrifice something can gain something. I feel like you're gonna get a persona for that. You sacrificed a lot of things. Convinced other people to sacrifice as well.
Yep.
Let's talk about instincts. Did any of your instincts get you in trouble? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Darla, would you stop it?
Did,
Jesus.
So cute.
did any of your traits take the story in a new direction or get you in
Uh,
trouble? I don't think you ever used traits.
I mean, I didn't really understand how to use them. I was trying.
Right,
I mean,
so-
besides being a martyr.
I guess martyr, well, kind of the direction you were aiming was pretty martyrish anyway.
Yeah.
You would have had to do it in some way that was surprising yet awesome. I'll give you a fate point for that anyway, though.
Besides the fact of being like I tried to do the whole like pompous elf, like statuesque and fair, like it didn't really come off too well though.
No,
And then-
no, I never got a kind of statuesque feel for it.
Yeah.
I kind of got a very desperate, almost like a tamed wolf. Yeah, probably more like a dog feel.
Yeah. I mean, keen sight never. I mean, I used keen sight once, but other than that, I don't think I really had Born Under the Silver. I mean, that the moving fast, I guess, or what was it? Essence of Earth that allows me to like move super quick as an elf.
Yeah.
Running away from the wind and winter.
It allows you to maximize some stats that only elves get, like stride. Yeah, I think that's the end of this. We'll have things to talk about outside the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This is the first time we've attempted this. Again, sorry about the cameras. They're probably a little blurry, a little smaller. There's a lot of technical issues we had to overcome because this is the first time. I'm going to contact the professional company that runs this software, Zoom, and see if somehow work a solution better. Maybe someone will have an idea. Thank you guys for being first episode.
Thank you,
Sticking
guys.
through with us and
Seriously.
watching some drawing, saying some very nice things to Arrow.
Yes, yeah, guys. Thank you very much.
How did you guys feel about this experience? Drawing, playing, role-playing, listening, role-playing, watching, drawing. Let's just talk for a little while. Get down to business.
While I finish this up.
To defeat.
Arrow's like, I'm not done. I'm
I'm
still...
not done, man. I
Oh,
gotta
wow.
do their like spring spirit.
We
For
had
You
a.
gonna do the little lion?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
All
We-
right.
There's a
Alright.
decent amount of people here too, AP. It's like 21 people right now.
All right.
It's a pretty good turnout.
So this is a test show, obviously. So let me preface any of our future. Arrow brought me this idea, and I was like, "Well, this sounds great. Let's figure out how to do it." And of course, it took us months to figure it out. But once we got there, I wanted to minimize the amount of people, maximize the amount of space that Arrow have to draw stuff, and
Yeah.
to focus on specific things. And with more and more people, you have less and less focus on individual characters. So
That's true.
I knew it would just be either me talking, which would be dumb, or me and one person. An Arrow did this overlay, just to reiterate that. You're a Twitch broadcaster. Let me shill for him for a second. There'll be more shilling later. But yeah, you are a Twitch broadcaster looking for someone to make you some snazzy overlay. He knows how to make overlay art, and he knows how to position things. So we've worked together a bunch of times now, and he's gotten better and better at it. The fantastic nameplates from Mistborn still good.
That one was fun.
We're not going to have an episode next week, but I'll have to talk to Arisato after this, work out some more technical problems.
Yep.
Maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, Arrow and I will be back. There'll be a new guest. Maybe there'll be a new system. Maybe it'll be a new world. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll see EQ again at some point in the future. I don't know.
If you have me
Arrow,
back.
if I'm lucky, Arrow won't be the only artist here. Let's see.
Yeah,
more artists
I
on
like to
different
see more.
days. Maybe
people-
Arrow will be a player one day. My God.
Maybe.
Wow,
Oh my
that'd be
God.
super cool.
That,
Yeah, maybe we can get more artists.
So
come
here's
on.
the thing. Here's the thing for Arrow, right? Like so he doesn't want to be on camera, which is perfectly fine. But he could just.
That's not true. That's
All right.
actually not.
But here's the thing: you could speed draw your reactions to things, right? You could
Yeah,
just
like
be
animation.
here's my shock, and then you be like, no, Actually, now I'm just kind of plain faced now. Amusement.
I would like to see
Yeah,
Cotton
there
as
we
a
go.
speed jar. I think that'd be interesting.
Cotton speed drawing. Does she have a tablet?
I don't
She
think so.
doesn't
We'll have to
anything.
talk. I think she does hers by hand. As
I
long
think
as we can get a camera on it, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll talk. So, if you're an artist and you want to be on this show at some point, if you're watching on Twitch or if you're watching on YouTube, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch. I'm no longer on Facebook because it's terrible.
Agreed.
Just leave me a message somewhere and be like, "Hey, I'm an artist. I would love to be on the show. I would love to just live draw things. You don't have to draw as fast as Aracito. All you draw is one drawing. That's perfectly fine. If you don't even finish it, that's fine too. You don't have to be whatever he is. I don't know what he is. He's a
The
monster.
very best, like no one ever was.
I really wish we could put some more artists in the show.
We'll work on it, buddy.
I think that'd be cool if it was like multiple artists working together
Yeah.
on something.
Like a
I don't
do
even know
a
how we
big
do that,
collab.
guys. Let's listen. Before we just we'd have to use like paint.io or something and then
Or-
have everybody accessing it on their tablet.
Yeah, that I was thinking that, or like the log me in, where everyone can like share a computer and everyone can like.
Oh no, this is terrible. Draw a pile? All right, we could. Lexi knows what she's talking about. She does
Yeah.
drawing too. That's actually how I found her stream. I was like, so this is a person who plays Overwatch and draws. They'd like to play fantasy.
And now
Oh.
she does.
Yeah, now she does. Oh man, it's like lying sideways and he's petting the head. That scene never happened, but it's real good.
Yeah, it did.
I started drawing before it actually happened. I was like, oh, he's gonna kill him and then become the spirit of spring, and then he's gonna be like melancholy with the dead pup in his lap, and it'd be awesome.
Totally.
I don't care.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's so much worse because I imagine that Nye is either going to continue to fall into spite. And here's the thing: while elves can become dark elves can become even darker.
Oh.
Dark elves can transform their spite into, I think it's like rage or something. It's whatever the orcs use. They can go so dark that they can perform dark magic with whatever their power is.
It's terrifying.
Yep, it's real bad. The whole chapter just called on the subject of spite. It's in the Burning Wheel Codex. The Path of Spite.
Hatred is what Sam
Hatred?
says.
Yeah, that could be it.
Basically, they become orcs.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, so how do we feel about this show? Both on like a technical drawing perspective, on a streaming perspective, on what we just did, what we played, all that together.
I loved it. I loved it participating, and I actually do. I really did that on your shows offline, right? I was watching them and live drawing, and then I sent the picture to you, and then you show them to everybody, and I always like to do that. So
I know. What you really love to do is watch people's reaction live.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm looking over and I'm like, yeah, that's a good
really like
right
it.
there.
I like him making people's.
You know, I'm gonna need copies of all these drawings, right, to put in the fan art folder.
Yep.
I'm gonna really like that snow globe one. I'm like, oh man, she looks so happy that she's gonna destroy the world. My inspiration from her came heavily from the Vorlons, Babylon 5, where they're like, everything is perfect, we don't need a movie. And the spirit of the Vorlon race is like a Vorlon trapped in ice, perfect and never changing. So dank.
It's such
I just
dark
thought
eyes.
she'd be like a happier version.
He's so dark. He's so edgy.
I mean, you know, you're about to kill a little spirit.
Yep.
The happy little spirit in his happy little spirit land, and you're.
No, he actually already killed it. He's
Wait.
dead.
Oh, he's dead, and now
Yeah.
he's becoming the spirit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Weep tears for your betrayal of this. Deep Rydell.
Couldn't let it end.
Couldn't
Could have
you?
let it in. Arosito sounds like Lin-Manuel Miranda. I said that too. I also said
Yeah.
he looks like him, but Arrow denies it. I've
He
seen the
does.
drawings,
He does.
though.
Yeah, he does sort of
I've
look
seen
like
the
him.
drawings.
I mean, his main profile picture is like, you're like, yep, I can definitely see it.
All right,
He
let's
could
do
sing like him though.
let's do a little Arrow filling out. I got some notes here. Everything is messed up because I had to move all of my screens around. So normally I just capture a specific screen, and that's my second monitor. But in order to fit all of the
Sorry.
things here, no, it's fine. It's fine. I had to put everything on my first giant 4K monitor, and so instead of looking directly straight ahead to play the game, I have to be like, all right, I'm looking over here. I'm gonna figure this out and work it out. But yeah, 4K monitors are real nice for doing all this stuff. I've got your commission list, and as I said, it's going to be in the description on YouTube. But we'll also put it right here for like, man, art was amazing. I would
Thank
love
you.
to get art.
Totally.
And click that link and get
It's
some art.
it's
from
pretty
Aaron.
cheap too. His prices are like really good. I definitely suggest if you want art, like
And he's
head over to
fast.
Arrows.
Really,
And he's fast, yeah.
really fast.
A lot of our artists are like pretty fast, and their prices are super good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I get caught, like he starts drawing and I just stare at it, and then I realize I'm on a camera and I'm just like, oh, I should probably be doing something, but I'm enjoying him drawing art as I'm mesmerized.
It's pretty hypnotic, right?
Yeah.
I know that because I like watching other artists do it. So that's how I started liking streams and
Just think,
art
Arrow.
streams.
Now you can go on YouTube and watch yourself draw.
No, never. I would never.
Drawception.
Listen. I would never.
And then you
want
draw
this
drawings of your drawings. You're like, I want to make some fan art tribute to that thing that I already did. You draw a picture of yourself drawing. Yeah.
Art within an art within an art. It's a
Listen,
new form of art.
I will never see this VOD offline again. I'm so self-conscious about my stuff and my voice and everything. I will be like, okay, I did it. It's out there. Don't show it to me.
Listen, friend,
If you
I
like
hate
it-
being on camera, and I hate listening to. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yep.
And I can tell you, you're fine. I know you're
Okay.
worried about your English not being good, but the only thing you've spelled wrong is "sayin," which
Come on,
isn't
man.
even an English word.
Yeah, it's because
Not a Japanese word either. It's technically
Yeah.
a Saiyan word.
in my country it's called Saiyajin. It's different. So
Saiyajin!
Saiyajin. Of course. how did I know that?
Saiyajin. It's not a story of Saiyan.
Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan, right? You just need to
Yep.
bracket it in Saiyans now.
Super Saiyajin. No.
I have one complaint. This looks less like a little lion and more just like a house cat that he's broke the neck
Come on,
off,
it's
like
a
a
little cub.
horrible monster.
Put some lion stripes on it.
I don't know how to
Right, lion? What? No, he needs a little mane, fluffy mane.
Maine. Okay.
That's what I think. Don't listen to me. You're the artist.
So, cubs
You've
don't
seen
have
my work. I'm just like, I don't know. I have a straight line drawing tool, and I somehow ended up with curved lines.
It's just a lot of fun though, AP. It's, especially from someone being able to jump on and play and watch an artist like draw your character. It was really enjoyable. It really was.
I mean, it was nice for someone to draw my characters too.
Yeah.
I really liked how Nye turned out. I know you were like, Nye's gonna be my best friend, and I'm like,
No, I gave her to you with that intent. All the rain, Arrow. All the rain.
all the rain.
all the lament rain too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So edgy.
so edgy.
You get the splotches as
Yeah.
it like pops off. Yeah.
Oh boy!
So
wow,
good.
that's some
So-
advanced level technique
So
right there.
fucking good.
Man, that looks like some Final Fantasy concept art.
Yeah, totally.
That could be some Noctis.
Noctis Sama.
Noctis.
All right.
Noct. All right, I think it's time. I think
You're
I
up,
think
Galileo.
We've let the drawing draw.
Yep.
Time for
That's-
us to begin saying goodbye. EQ,
Yes.
what do you want to tell the people on your way out the door?
I want to say if you all enjoyed what you saw here today, definitely give a stop by and check out other shows that AP's been going on. And if you get a chance, definitely stop by and look at a lot of Arrow's art. It is phenomenal. He's an amazing artist. And you too, for really, really, not that much of a price, can get your own characters done. It is rewarding. It's probably one of the most rewarding things that I ever had. I remember when Cotton first made a character for me, and it's just the most amazing feeling in the world to be able to see your character drawn down. Yeah, I'm EQ, and if you enjoyed what you saw here, pop by and let AP know.
What I love about Cotton is that when she makes something, other artists remake it in their own image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Because
did,
she's
what was her
amazing at
sniper?
creating characters, man.
Jinx. Yeah.
Jinx. And then
Jinx.
both Rad and Arrow made copies of Jinx. And I think Arrow did Heart Eyes.
That was what
And
Cotton. Yeah,
Rad concentrated real hard on the sniper rifle being all dramatic looking.
Yep.
I mean, it's so interesting to see like second stage art reimagined in different artists.
And Rad did it off of less information too. That was the whole thing. Is I know when she did with Arrow, she talked a lot to him, like giving him a bit more information. And Rad, and it was cool because it was like Rad went off of the basic character introduction, and ended up getting his form of Jinx, and they were both super close, and it was so
super
cool.
close. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, how the hell did they get so close without her description? I don't know.
You guys are super skilled at what you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chad is suggesting that you sing next episode, Arrow. I'm thinking maybe a little Hamilton. Here comes the general.
I almost wanted to do a Hamilton reference at one point for a song.
You should have just done non-stop Hamilton. I mean, did Frozen references all show. And the best part was you didn't catch any of them because you're shit at life.
Yep.
I'm not saying you have to like Frozen. I'm just saying you have to watch it, man.
I mean, that's what you say.
That is true.
No, I say it too.
Are you so ashamed of that foot that you've somehow drawn the foot out?
Yeah, I totally I don't care. I can't do it, and I won't remake the whole pose for this.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, I think the ankle was proportioned strangely towards the rest of the foot. It just kind of curved in there.
It's everything wrong. Everything was wrong.
But I got those big guy calves, so my foot actually does look like that. So. All right, Arrow. It's time for you to talk about yourself for real, for serious. Let's hear about you.
For cereal.
For cereal.
Well, what do you say on the way out?
I'm Erosido, also known as Bicorvello, and I do art. I do art mainly for D&D stuff, streamers and people who plays in their streams, and everything around that. You can find me at Twitter at Bicorvello with 2 L's, like this. Let me show it.
He'll just draw it for you. He'll literally just draw you a link too.
Yep.
Like this. You can find me on Instagram too, and I guess that's it. I take commissions. If you have any requests or anything, you can contact me, and I'll answer you. Oh, that's right. Contact me at my email. It's easier for me at Bicorvello.
I just contact you.
Yeah, that too.
But I'll get to that in a second.
Gmail.com. So I can take requests, commissions, and everything else. Send it to there.
Fantastic. I'm Arthur Perkins. This has been AP Gaming on the Table's Top. Show about drawing, creativity, fantasy role. We'll be back in a couple weeks, maybe more than a couple, with Erosido and a new guest concept. But yeah, I've done about 30 different role-playing systems, several dozen campaigns, one-shots, all sorts of stuff. So if you enjoyed listening to us talk, maybe you could listen more at youtube.com/ catch us live almost every night. Something at twitch.tv/ you, audience, I thank you for showing up so much, for supporting my boy here, Saito.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, for watching you slowly fade away in death. Man, I just really like Goat Palpatine.
Yeah,
So good, so dark right there. All these drawings are just so fucking good. They're so good.
they are. They are.
My God, they're
Chill
so
out, man.
good.
I love it.
Glad you like it.
All right. Yeah, my audio's fading because I'm lowering my talk. Sorry. I guess I better sum up by just saying follow me everywhere that I have things. Just Google APGamingREAL and you'll find me. If you're lost and you look, you will find me.
Time after time.
Well, I mean, maybe not for all time. Who knows what'll happen in the internet? But yeah, see you on the next episode. Keep an eye out on Twitter for the. And
Yep.
you, audience, have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.